My name is Joshua Best again. This is the post-activity reflection video, and I have to apologize for the first introduction video. I spoke with the teacher before watching her classroom about the instructional strategies and the differentiated instruction, the things that I was going to see, but I didn't actually record myself for the introduction of the video until now. So I talked with the teacher beforehand of what I was going to see, viewed the class, and then came back and did the introductional video. So if that was wrong, I apologize for doing that. The overall summary of the activity, I think I got a lot of positive things from it. The students that walked in to the classroom knew the expectation that the teacher had. The activity that they were going over that day was spiraling back over the Mayflower Compact and introducing a teak that had already been hit, but they wanted to cover again, and also hitting testing strategies. Again, this classroom was a high percentage of ELL students, so there was a lot of reinforcement that was needed to be put on reading and writing, and I think that she does a great job of aligning that to those students. And with her history, because she has taught 8th grade reading before too, she's able to teach those tougher concepts that the students have, especially in informational text. So that was really neat. They came in, they wrote down the answer that they thought that was correct. So that reinforces some of the writing language, that they're writing in complete sentences and they know how they sound, and they went over that information. After the spiraling star question strategy, they went into the War of 1812, and she gave them some background knowledge with ELLs. She does a great job too of giving them visuals, of allowing, since good readers can create visuals, she gave them information that those students could work with to have some type of background knowledge. So she used a flip video from Pearson about the War of 1812, and it gave them something to work with. After that, she had the students write on a piece of paper, knowing the information that the video gave. She had the students write down what they would have done in the same situation. So before the students know that the Congress actually declares war, what are some different options that President Madison could have done? So she gave them that opportunity. The students wrote it in a complete sentence, and then they wadded it up and they threw it at the teacher. And they really enjoyed that part. Afterwards, going back over the same concept, there was a reading piece that she read out loud to them, a passage, and that helped them with fluency of hearing stopping points and information. They're able to read it, they're able to listen to her read it, and so that was an instructional strategy. Those instructional strategies that she did use, peer groups, after the reading they had to answer questions, and again in complete sentences, but they were able to use their partner. So they got into the groups that they had been assigned to, and they were able to work through those answers, talk about it. If there were any problems, she was there, but also because those peer groups were set up for the tutoring style, they could use each other. Differentiated instruction, again, I think that she does a great job of knowing how readers think, and because she has that background again, and providing the visuals, having them write out in complete sentences, and reinforcing, going back and spiraling through. She also did a little piece on vocabulary, expanding a little bit on the vocabulary that they were going to use that day. Just helped the lesson out altogether. Student engagement, I was really impressed with the students and how they came in, and the expectation that she set. I think they know what they can expect from her. What went well, I think the wadding up of the paper, where they were President Madison and they had to come up with what they thought he should do, and then them being able to throw it at the teacher, I think created a good sense of, hey, this is pretty fun involvement. They got to get up off their feet and active, move around a little bit, and then come back to their seats, and they were able to view other people's perspectives of what else they could have done. Some of the things that I would change would be to reinforce, go back over the other issues that President Madison was dealing with. In the flip video, it discussed some of the things that led up to the War of 1812, but not specific issues for President Madison. So I think that there could have been more information of had different angles. You know, the War Hawks wanted this, just different angles for the president to give them so that they could make a more in-depth decision. Some of the surprising information that was revealed through this experience was just the amount of structure and the amount of student engagement. Knowing these students in a broader sense throughout the campus, I know that they have some problems with other teachers, but I think that she did a great job of, and I know she does, she does a great job with the expectations. When you walk into her classroom, you know what's expected and they follow it. So that was the big thing that I saw through the experience, and also what I want to implement when I'm an administrator is the classroom expectation. I think that you can bring in other people's personalities, but there are certain non-negotiables inside of a classroom of what you can expect the classroom to look like, what you can expect from the teacher, and I think if those are set up from the get-go, that it just makes the classroom run smoothly. As far as ethical principles for the teacher, she's on point, teaching the TEKS, teaching the information in a correct fashion. I think the learning differences that she addressed as far as the peer groups, the reading, the writing, she is giving them a good foundation to understand the information. And I think some of the biggest strengths that she has is the relationship part. So not only is she having high expectations, but she the students know that she loves them and that she's working hard for them and giving them a quality education. And again, some of the concerns that I had were just for that one activity where the students were throwing the pieces of paper, of just giving them more information, more background information of what President Madison was going through. Hope you have a good day.